Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shatar. You're here at Chicago Branch Great Millstone, prophesizing the return of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with another lesson. Lord will, it is edifying through the Spirit. But as always, before we get started, we're going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders here at Great Millstone who rule and teach us well. Honors to the hopeful elect. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, the speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, healthy Barakathah, and to the Akwaf, and those of you out there listening and learning, Shalom and Barakathah to you also. I have a video here where it says Charles Barkley worships the devil. Okay, and I'm going to let the video play, and it's going into how fame and fortune comes with the price here in America, Israel. Okay, Esau Edom don't give his favors away for free. Well, neither does Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So there's work to be done on both sides. Righteous work on the Lord's side, on the right-hand side, okay, which is how you get your power. He does everything on the right, and these Edomites do everything on the left-hand side, okay? And if you want some fame, some fortune, you want a part of these white-only pies, okay? That's just a quote from, the movie, Life, okay, with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. And these are some of the overseers right there who I just named, okay? Because Esau Edom, again, he doesn't give his favors away for free. Fame and fortune, it has a price. There's a price to be paid here in America, okay? And I'm going to let this video play. We're going to go into some precepts and we're going to talk a little bit, but this is pretty much a prelude or a intro, and we're going to go deep and depth into it on part 2 of this video, where I'm going to dot the I's and cross the T's, but this is just a prelude, our intro. And without any further ado, I'm going to read the copyright disclaimer, and we're going to let the video play. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So without any further ado, we're going to let the video play, Israel, and we're going to, get a few precepts out. And again, this is just a prelude or intro to it, okay?
Let me tell you something. Charles Barkley said when he died, he going to hell. Now, I thought rappers and singers and movie stars be the only one bending over, selling out, and selling their soul for money and fame. Well, I was wrong. They do it in the sports industry too. Charles Barkley from NBA on TNT said he know exactly where his soul gonna lie. When he died, he going to hell. Then he looked dead ass Shaq big ass and said, "What you laughing for? You going too." He say, "I know, in gasoline draws." You don't believe me, huh? Check this shit out.
We're up in the cloud. I can touch God right now. That's the only chance I'm ever going to get to see him.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm going to hell.
Damn.
But I'm going to see a lot of y'all with me. A lot of y'all laughing at home. I'm going to see you. Hey, Shaq, good to see you again.
And you're going to have on some gasoline draws.
Charles Barkley definitely knows what it took to get that 10-year, $200 million deal on NBA, on TNT. He either was bent over on camera behind the scenes with that goddamn baby, or they got him at the goddamn Diddy. Hey, he know that because everybody in the world know Charles look a little suspect, even though he married to that clear-colored woman. If he ain't do that, he either sold his soul to Hollywood as a sacrifice, and he knows that he did behind the scene, the selling that soul. God ain't pleased with him. Or he signed a deal with the devil in exchange for money and fame. Because just like God could bless you, the devil could bless you too. And selling your soul for $200 million is not worth it if you lose your manhood and self-respect in the process. You know the devil ain't just finna give you that money like that. You gonna do something and he gonna have something on your ass. Ask Diddy. Selling your soul for vanity is weakness. Charles Barkley probably don't sleep too good at night because them demons attacking his big dog ass. Then when he looked dead at Shaq and told him, "What you laughing at, Chuck? You going too." It just proves that Charles Barkley know exactly what Shaq big funky stank ass did to get them goddamn billions he got in his bank account. All them businesses he owned, he done did something. He probably caught Shaq bent over in the goddamn dressing room getting hit with that take that from old Ernie. When Charles Barkley said he going to hell, he wasn't joking. He was dead ass serious because he definitely elaborated as they was going to break. And them camera people, them directors, the producers, they let the camera run because they know what he did. Because see, Charles Barkley know the evil he done to get that money. And he knows there's a special kind of place in hell for his ass. Him and Shaq ass. Whatever he did was so bad that he don't even think that God could forgive his ass. He know he done this. What if hell is reincarnation, where the evil rich man come back as the homeless broke man, and you gotta live your life like that for the rest of your life just to try to make it back in heaven? Think about what I'm saying, because hell might be a metaphoric way that you think it's fire and brimstone, but it just burning you because you somewhere you know you ain't supposed to be. In a past life you wasn't there. Think about what I'm saying. Why they be trying to make hell sound so lit? What's so lit about being burnt with fire and brimstone? What's so lit about being in a position, a compromising position that you know you don't supposed to be in because you sold your soul in a past life? Think about what I'm saying. I ain't ruling out reincarnation. What y'all think Sir Charles and Shaq did to be in that position they in? What y'all think Shaq did to own them business that he got and ain't nobody coming out with no allegation when it been proven that he got 200, 300, 400 women staying here high and they got them getting down for him? What y'all think he doing? What they got on Big Shaq? Why Charles looked at him and said, "You going to hell too"? I told y'all, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy, all these people that sold their soul for that platinum and gold. Let me tell you something. The devil could bless you just like God could bless you. He tried it on Jesus. He took him to the highest mountaintop and said, "I give you all this, everything in this world. I got the power to do that. All you got to do is kneel, and I give it to you." Jesus told him, "Flee from me." Charles Barkley, Shaq, Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, they ain't doing that. They said, "Bless me," and they kneel to that devil. That's why they got all the money in the world, because the devil control what's in the world. And why Big Shaq, big ass, ain't correct him like he always do by anything else? Shaq be ready to goddamn fight. At this point, Shaq ain't say nothing. Pay close attention. I'm going to run it back for you.
Well, we up in the cloud. I can touch God right now. That's the only chance I'm ever going to get to see him.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm going to hell.
Damn.
But I'm going to see a lot of y'all with me. A lot of y'all laughing at home. I'm going to see you. Hey, Shaq, good to see you again.
And you're going to have on some gasoline draws.
Something about this just don't sit right with me. But y'all comment below and let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, baby. We the business.
Well, there you have it, Israel. You know, again, as I stated at the top of this video, fame and fortune, it comes with the price here in Babylon, aka America. And if you want some of this prestige, you want some of this fame, you want some of these billions that we got, you're gonna have to do something, okay? And like he said, it just don't stop at the movie and the music industry. The rabbit hole go real deep, okay? Athletics, Judge, look, Michael Jordan sacrificed his daddy, okay? See, that's the whole kicker about this here thing. Fame and fortune here in Babylon, aka America, it has a price. Let's get these precepts. Again, this is just pretty much a prelude. I'm going to do a part 2 on this video where I go in deep and dot the I's and cross the T's. But let's get the precepts and close this lesson. Let's get Luke. Let's get Luke 9 and 25. Let's grab Luke 9 and 25 real quick to start the lesson off. I said Luke 9 and 25. Okay. There we go. It says, we'll start at 24. Luke 9 and 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. Okay. So you can't have nothing that you can't, be a part of this present day evil world. Okay. You got to let this present day evil world go. And you can't worry about the riches, the fame, and the fortune, okay? All right? You got to be worrying about them spiritual riches, okay? Which is how you're going to seek salvation. But this is where I'm going. This is Luke 9 and 25, okay? It says, for what is a man's advantage if he gain the whole world and lose himself or be cast away, okay? So, man, what do it gain you to gain the whole world and lose your soul in the process, Israel? See what I'm saying? Whosoever shall, again, I'm going to go up here, Luke 9 and 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, okay? But whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it, all right? So we got to come up out of this world. James 4 and 4 tells you, let's get that. We're going to get that real quick, okay? Let's grab it. James 4 and 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. So you got to come back to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. You have to repent, okay? All right? And start seeking the Lord, okay, while he's still here to be found. Because these end time prophecies are popping off the pages real fast, okay? And like I said, these celebrities, man, they have done all manner of wickedness, all manner of just sold they soul straight out, man. Like I said, it just don't stop in the music industry. It just don't stop in the movie industry, the entertainment industry, even the athletes, okay? Judges, politicians, this rabbit hole go real deep, okay? And again, fame and fortune, it has a price. You have to pay a price here in America, okay? And they know because they didn't laid in bed and sold their soul, okay? For these billions, for these riches, the cars, the clothes, the money, the hoes. Well, hey, they done sold out to get it. All right, they loving the world, okay? These men that we just talking about here, these men have done all manner of, ain't no telling what they done did. I don't even want to discuss it, but they done sold they soul. Let's go here. It says in James 4 and 4, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. All right. And what these guys done did, I just gave you that Luke 9 and 24, 25, man. Man, what do it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul in the process, man? So all these worldly riches, all these carnal riches, they ain't gonna get you in the kingdom. They ain't gonna save your soul, okay? Wealth proper is nothing in the day of the Lord's wrath. Let's get that. That Proverbs 11 and 4. Let's get that, Israel. Let's grab that. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. And he was talking about going to hell. Ain't no such thing as heaven or hell. It is a condition, a state of mind, because we in hell right now. You know, we're in captivity right now, okay? All right? Because a lot of the, even with the riches they done sold their soul for. This is not living, okay? Eyes have not seen, eyes have not heard, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what God got waiting on us, what Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai got waiting on us, okay? But a lot of people done sold out, all right? They done sold their soul, okay? And I just gave you this Proverbs 11 and 4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. And you seen in that little skit, Charles Barkley, Shaq, Charles Barkley say that's as close as he gonna get because he know he going to hell. Well, like I say, hell is condition, okay? That's some more Christianity doctrine, some more plantation doctrine. But it's a condition, all right? A state of mind, okay? And all this selling out and all this bending over, whatever the fuck they doing, it's not worth your soul, man. But these are the overseers, okay? Let's go here real quick. Get ready to close it. I said it was going to be a quick lesson. Let's get Jeremiah, and let's get Jeremiah 5. And what I want, 5 and 26. We'll start at 26. Jeremiah 5 and 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their house full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxeth rich. See, and what that's going into, we'll read the whole thing. Let's go and get Jeremiah 5 and 28 too. They are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they oppress the deed. It says they are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge, okay? So pretty much, hey man, you know, these people set snares, and what I mean by that, all these people you see on TV, they are pretty much the overseers, okay? And what I mean by that, even going back to slavery, all right? You had what you might call a straw boss who looked over all the rest of the jakes, master straw boss, and report, like in Django, Samuel Jackson, okay? And they set snares. I'll give you an example. Just like in 2019, 2020, you seen all these celebrities promoting that jabby wabby. Get shot, get your shot. Get tested, get your shot. They was promoting that jab, you know, that COVID shot killed more people than it helped. Okay, and they knew it was wicked, but this is what they do. Their deeds surpass the deeds of the wicked, okay? They are waxing fat, they shine. Yea, they oppress the deeds of the wicked. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. Salakia. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge? Not only are these celebrities, you don't see them giving nothing back to Israel, the Commonwealth of Israel. No, you don't see them giving no money. No, you don't never see that, okay? And they put them out there. You seen all them celebrities. What's the Johnny Legend? Get the COVID shot. In 2019, 2020, they brung them all out, promoting this jabby wabby shot, this COVID shot. And you see what it did. But this is what they have to do to maintain their status, okay? Maintain their fame and fortune, to continue to prosper. All right? We're going to go deep in depth into it, but this is it. These are the deeds that surpass the deeds of the wicked, and Esau Edom is the wicked, okay? It tells you that in Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They cover the faces of the judges thereof, if not who and where is he, roughly paraphrasing. And history has been whitewashed, okay? They done covered the faces of the true judges, all right? And Esau Edom is the wicked. This so-called white man, which is a concept, it's a man-made concept, okay? That's another lesson in itself, but 1681, the word white was created or invented. 1700s, the word white spread like wildfire. But getting back to this lesson, that's another lesson in itself. Jeremiah 5:26, it says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxeth rich. They are waxing fat. You see, they shine. They shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And in the night, and in the right of the needy do not they Salakia, and in the right of the needy do they not judge." So, man, like I said, that's what they put these celebrities, okay, these movie actors, these recording artists, and like he said, the rabbit hole go real deep, even in the athletic industry, okay? Salakia, the sports industry, okay? Hey, man. Hey, you got to sell your soul for a piece of this fame and fortune here, okay? And again, this is not living, man. I just gave you that Luke, whosoever shall find his life shall lose his life, okay? Roughly paraphrasing, okay? All right, and that's talking about coming up out this world. I gave you the James 4:4 Israel. To be in love with this world makes you an enemy to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, okay? So who you with, man? Who you with? Okay, and that Joshua, who you gonna serve, all right? And again, this is an intro or a prelude. I'm just touching bases on it. I'm gonna get real depth and dot the I's, cross the T's in part 2 of this lesson. But these men deeds surpass the deeds of the wicked, and they know what they done did. That's why he just confessed it. I know I'm going to hell. A lot of y'all going with me because they know what they had to do to get these billions. Like he say, what did he have to do to get that 10-year, $250 million TNT contract, okay, NBA contract announcing them games? What Shaq coon ass had to do to get all his billions, all right? These men are sellouts, okay? And they are basically the overseers. And I just told you what that's going into, Israel. Esau, he wants something pushed or promoted. He puts them out there, okay? Knowing this shit wicked as hell. That's breaking down this Jeremiah 5:26 through 28. Knowing this COVID shot gonna kill you. Hey, get the shot. You heard Johnny Legend, I got my COVID shot. Hey, they was promoting it too, you know? All Shaq and all of them, you know? That's what they do. They push and this is 2/3 of our people. They look up to them, all right? Not knowing that they was put on this pedestal and what they did to get up there, okay? Hey, that's it, Israel. Let's go here and we'll close the lesson. Let's grab this loot. Let's grab this loot. And let's get Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. See all that shit they doing, all these billions, all this fame, fortune, money, clothes, cars, hoes. Hey, that's their consolation. They don't get the kingdom. They don't get to see the salvation and glory of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. So that Joshua, I'm going to bring that out in part 2 of the lesson. Choose ye this day. All right? But these people are sellouts, man. Okay, they sold for filthy lucre. And he named most of them, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy. All of them are sellouts, okay? Again, it's a price to be paid for fame and fortune here in Babylon, a.k.a. America. That's pretty much all I have right now. Lord will, this is edifying through the Spirit, but it will be a part 2 of this lesson where we go in depth and detail on it, man, because I'm going to land back off this one with another one. Lord will, the lesson was edifying through the Spirit. Shalom and a Bible bowl.